Hey guys, and welcome back to day 2 of our Coach Open House or Live a Life of Purpose group. I just wanted to take some time today during my lunch break to come and share with you a typical day in my coaching career, in my coaching life, and just kind of share a little bit about what I do and what coaches do. And the beautiful thing is that everybody's day is going to be different depending on what they decide to do with this business. They can, just do it with a few friends and run a challenge group. They can do it to build a business and a 6 to 7 figure income if they want. There's all different kinds of things that you can do with this business and this opportunity, and that's the beauty of it, is that you are your own CEO. Yes, we work under the umbrella of Beachbody, and there's some policies and procedures that we follow, but depending on what you want to do with it, it can be, your day can look very much different than mine, different than Christy's or Tracy's or whoever else we're going to be hearing from later on. It's what you want to make of it. And I will insert the little disclaimer here that, Beachbody cannot guarantee any level of income. It's all based on your hard work, heart, and hustle. But as a top 5 team and the network, we have a ton of resources to help you be successful if that's what you want. We have several coaches that have gone on to retire from yoga teaching and running Pilates studios and being personal trainers and running themselves ragged, to earning almost 6 figures in 2 years. But again, that's because of their hard work, hustle, and heart. So I am blessed to be in a career that I love. I am working towards reducing my hours there so I have more freedom to be with my family. But everybody's goals are different. So, and that's the beauty of this business. It can be truly whatever you want of it. There's really no downside to being a coach. There's only positive. And I'm going to go through some of those things now. So at the end of the day, we make time for the things that we're passionate about, guys. And I'm passionate. I'm not passionate about working out. I'm passionate about food because I love to eat food and I love to cook food and I like to go out for food. And I also like wine, and I'm passionate about enjoying some wine with my girlfriends. But I am passionate about helping busy women find time to fill their own cups and change their lives through this beautiful community that we have that embraces self-care, healthy lifestyle, and balance. And we kind of just wrap that up into this beautiful online virtual community that mine is called Limitless Possibilities. And that is what my wellness project is called. And we change the theme from month to month depending on, where we are in the year and topics that are kind of near and dear to our heart. But you can, work this business 1 hour a day. You can work this business 30 minutes a day. You can work this business 8 hours a day if you have that time. But I'll kind of structure and tell you guys a little bit about how I do my day, and hopefully you'll hear from some others about how they structure their day. But again, it depends on what your goals are. It depends on what you want to do with this, and it depends on, what goals you're trying to achieve. You can do it faster than I'm doing it. You can do it in longer than I'm doing it. You can do whatever you want. That's the beauty of it. But we kind of have 4 things that we do every day. And as a health and fitness coach or a transformational coach, we have to be we kind of have to walk the walk, So you'll see in my social media, you'll see me working out. You'll see me eating healthy. You'll see me making good choices. You'll see me struggling to make those good choices. You'll see me struggling and not wanting to do cardio. I hate cardio. I don't like to work out, but I love the feeling I have after I work out, and I love how strong it makes me feel and the endorphins that I get. And I love leading by example for my children. They're getting more active and making better choices, and me and my husband are keeping each other accountable. But you don't have to be perfect. People don't want to follow the Barbie. They don't want to follow the person that's doing it perfect, because who wants to be perfect? Perfect is not fun. Perfect is is not very attainable, and it's just not sustainable. What we do is I tend to live like 80% on track and 20% wine, cheese, some chocolate. It's built into our program. I enjoy food. Tom and I'll go out on a date, and I'm looking at the menu and making choices that sound good to me, but also feel good to my body. I'm at the point now where if I go out and have, a huge steak, a huge baked potato, and French fries, and all these heavy carbs, I'm going to feel like crap, and I don't want to feel like crap at this age. I don't want to feel like crap anymore. So I'll still make healthier choices, but they still they taste good to me. So it doesn't have to be perfect. Is my what I'm trying to say. Your journey does not have to be perfect, but people want you to be on your journey. They don't want to join you when you're at the end of your journey. And a healthy lifestyle is never going to go away. You're going to be on this healthy lifestyle long term and forever. So don't focus on being perfect. That's one of my taglines. It says progress over perfect. Your only competition should be who you were yesterday and trying to do a little bit better than making better choices than you did yesterday. And for me, it's the ultimate accountability. Like I think I've shared with you guys yesterday that I will quit on myself over and over and over again, but I will not quit on these women and men that are looking for me to lead them in this group and show up. Just like they're looking for me to show up, I'm looking for them to show up for that accountability. So coaching is the ultimate accountability. When I have people that are struggling with their journey and struggling to stay accountable, I'm like, well, then invite your sister to do it with you, or invite some coworkers to do it with you. That extra accountability of doing it with someone and knowing that people are counting on you and waiting for you to post is like the ultimate accountability. So even if you just joined our coaching team for the extra accountability for your excuse me, health and fitness journey, it's well worth it. And that's what my husband tells me every day. He's like, Jen, even if you weren't making money doing this, I would want you to do it because it makes you happy and you feel good and you look good and you're just this whole inside to outside transformation. He's like, I don't even care if you don't get paid. Just keep doing it because it makes you such a better person and you're just showing up better and you feel better and you're more confident and you're smiling more and you're yelling less and all these things. So as you can tell, I'm super passionate about that part of it. So you want to be a product of the product. You want to show up and share your journey and share your struggles of this healthy lifestyle that you're leading or trying to lead each day. And share the struggles. You know, I have wine. You know, right now I'm being a little bit more strict with my health and fitness because I'm trying to get ready for this trip to Mexico. So I don't have wine every weekend, but I usually do. I have 1 or 2 glasses on Friday night and Saturday night, and I don't beat myself up about it. It's built into our program. We usually have pizza every other week or so, and I'll have 1 or 2 pieces and then have a bunch of salad, and I don't beat myself up about it. So not perfect, guys, just progress. And social media. We do share our journey on social media. So I've had several people that are very anti-social media, and I wasn't big on Facebook. I like to post pictures of my children and kind of share like our travels and our vacations and things like that. But I had less than 200 friends when I started this, guys. Less than 200 friends, and I was hardly on Facebook except for to share my kids' pictures because I was never in pictures because I didn't want to be in pictures because I wasn't happy with who I am. So yes, we share our journey on social media, and we don't do that to be narcissistic. We do that because we're hoping to inspire others. I would say that 90% of the people that have joined me because they've been inspired by what I share on social media. And we teach you that. We have trainings that teach you guys that as part of our top 5 team. We have built-in trainings. You can learn as much as you want to. Some people are naturally gifted at photography. Some people have a way with words. If you're like me, you had no gift at all with social media. And, you know, I work with my coaches one-on-one, but we also have this amazing top 5 team with amazing resources to help you through the process. Some people don't like Facebook. Some people would rather do Instagram. That's perfectly fine. One of the top coaches on our team is building her whole business through Instagram. YouTube might be your jam. One of our upline coach was number 3 in the company for years, and she has an amazing YouTube channel. She still does a lot on Instagram too, but there's all different ways to do this. You can also do a lot of it face-to-face. But we also kind of just intertwine our journey and coaching and the wellness groups that we run into our social media. And that's not all that we post. You'll see a lot of things that I share about my dog and my children and just interweave our life into our social media. You'll also see that we don't plaster Shakeology or Beachbody or 21 Day Fix all over our social media. We use what's called curiosity marketing. So people have to ask questions because we don't want to be the billboard out there just saying Shakeology, come join me, because there's a lot of other companies that do that and it feels icky. And we are not salespeople. We sell products. Yes, we do, but we share more of our story and more tools to help people along this journey of a healthy lifestyle. So we also do number 3. So number 1 is health and fitness. You're going to kind of be a product of the product or lead by example, walk the walk before you can talk the talk, social media. And then number 3 is personal development. And this is kind of like your mental workout, like your mental fitness. And for me, this has been one of the biggest things that I've added to my life. When I first joined coaching, I'm like, I don't need any personal development. Well, none of that like woohoo stuff. But the more that I've gotten into it, the more I just love it. It's what I look forward to the most every day, is just sitting down or listening to an awesome podcast or a great book that just is encouraging me and teaching me and showing me tips how to be a better person, how to be more motivating, how to be more inspiring, how to make sure I don't go back into a depression, how to be a good leader, how to be a good parent. All those things are part of what we read in personal development, and we have a long list that we can recommend for people. And I have people do that in my wellness group, because if you're not changing how you feel on the inside, then the outside transformation is not going to be as meaningful. So we challenge that kind of inside talk all the time in my challenge group. We kind of say, stop the self-talk, stop the talker, stop the self-chatter where you're thinking that your butt's too big and your arms aren't strong enough. We kind of work on all those things in our wellness group. So personal development is number 3. And I don't know about you guys, but I work for a very, very big healthcare company here in Charleston, South Carolina, and they could give 2 licks if I'm doing anything to make myself a better person. They don't care. Whereas with Beachbody coaching, they encourage you, and it's almost mandated that you have to do 10 to 15 minutes of personal development, whether it's reading or listening to a podcast or listening to an audiobook. It's one of our what we call a vital behavior. And I've never been with a company that encourages that kind of self-growth. I've never worked for a company that is so big on recognition. It's amazing. And before I got into coaching, I think I shared yesterday that I was just in a huge funk, and it's a breath of fresh air to know that each day I get to work on being a better version of me and kind of show up and fill my heart and fill my mind with all this good stuff. It's just making me learn how to be a better person, be a better mom, be a better wife, be a better coach. It's that oxygen mask theory, where when you're in the airplane, the flight attendants teach you got to put your oxygen mask on first before you can help anybody else. Same thing here, guys. You got to fill yourself up with good stuff before you can go out there and help other people. So personal development is number 3. And then number 4 is just this community, guys. I can't say this enough. And I know I talked a lot about this yesterday. This community means everything to me. It is so hard and has been so hard when we moved to Charleston to meet people. I feel like once you're out of school, unless you work for a bigger company that encourages social get-togethers and things like that, it's really hard to meet people as an adult. It's like you're friends with your kids' friends' parents, and that's not always a good mix, or you're friends but the kids don't get along. And it's just interesting that this community it's a built-in community that you would come into. And it's not only just a built-in community, it's an amazing top 5 community of empowered, beautiful souls that are just these powerhouse women that are changing lives, that they get up and they're passionate about helping other people. And I've never had that before. I was always the girl in high school that kind of was friends with all the different cliques because I wanted to belong. I wanted that feeling of belonging, and I did everything I could to fit into all the different groups, and that wasn't being true to myself. And these women that I show up for every day as a coach for my coaching tribe and check in with them, and these friendships, I don't have to pretend to be anything else. They support me and love me and lift me up and push me and encourage me for who I am, not for who I'm trying to be to fit into that group. And that's just so hard to find. A lot of times women, especially like women, can be seen as catty and just kind of like chatty and gossipy. And that is not what you have with this community. So I'm going on a little bit longer than I wanted to. But some of the different communities that we have, obviously we have our wellness community. So my wellness community is my clients and also my coaches. So that's my little group called Limitless Possibilities. Those are my customers and my coaches, and that's kind of where the day-to-day accountability and motivation comes in. Then we also have like our coaching pages. So I have Team Limitless as my team. So I have a Facebook group for my smaller coaches and their coaches. And then we have excuse me, my coach, who's the number 5 in Beachbody. We have that bigger coaching community. And then we have one-on-one mentorship calls. And then we have team calls. So we get on these calls and have all of our team on these calls that are like, some of them are in Canada, some are in California, we have some in Oregon, we have some down in Florida, we have them all over the place. And seeing their faces on the screen and getting to connect through the screen is just absolutely amazing. So community is huge. I'm just checking my notes to make sure I'm hitting all the highlights. So we have team Facebook pages, we have team website, we have team calls, we have video chats. I have one-on-one calls with my coaches that are trying to reach some goals in their business. And we just rally around each other and support one another. And then we also get together on these trips that we earn. So that's one of the things that we are compensated for. Like I said, Beachbody is huge with recognition. So like in 3 weeks, several of me and our team members are going to Mexico on a trip that we earned for helping people last year. So, and I get to take Tom for free. My husband for free on this vacation. And last year we went to the Dominican Republic. This year we're going to the Mayan Riviera, or Riviera Maya in Mexico. Next year we're going on a cruise. So they do a lot of trips to incentivize you to help more people and change more lives, and you get rewarded and you get recognition. Every month Beachbody gives you recognition for helping 3 or more people start their health and fitness journey. So we've gotten everything from personal development podcasts with people like Mel Robbins and Brendan Bouchard, and we've gotten things like blankets and umbrellas and just everything in between for helping people and being recognized for the good work that we're doing. Then our team actually hosts trips too. So I have done It's April right now, or almost April, and I've been on a trip in January that was hosted by my team and my coach for doing certain things in the business. Again, that was free for me. I just showed up and I bought some of my meals, but pretty much everything was covered. We went to Isle of Palm out here at the beach. In February, I went out to LA to go to the corporate office for, again, hitting a goal last year. And these goals aren't big goals, guys. These are simply attainable goals that I have met in an hour or two a day working my business. I was out in LA with some of my friends. Next month in April, I'm going to Mexico. In June, we're going to Indianapolis for Coach Summit, where like 20,000 coaches are going to come together in Indianapolis and have different seminars on how to be a good leader and how to motivate your challengers and just all these things. And that's a Beachbody trip. So there's all kinds of different recognition and reward that you will get for your hard work and for the number of lives that you're changing. And I truly, truly believe, and I'm truly passionate about, that is what we do. Yes, we have some tools that we use from Beachbody, but we are truly changing lives. And I believe that because I have seen my life and a lot of my clients and coaches' lives change by what we have to offer. So I would love to hear your comments or your takeaways from below. So comment below, watched, or I didn't know that, or you have a question. But I just wanted to kind of show. Last thing I'll kind of go over real quick is just my day. So I've shared this on my stories today, but some of you might be watching this at a later time. So I get up pretty early in the morning because I want to take care of Jen. I want to take care of me before my family gets up. So me and my husband are up at 4:30 in the morning. And yes, that is so super early. But I love it because that's our quiet time. My husband will get up and he'll go down to the garage and do his workout. And I'm going to go into, actually stay in bed and do some meditation. And then I do some journaling and gratitude. And then I read my personal development. And then at 5:30, I have my pre-workout meal because I'm doing 80-day obsession right now and some time nutrition. So I have my meal at 5:30 and I'll listen to some personal development. Then I get my kids up. I get them to the bus stop by 6:30. I come home and I do my own workout from 6:30 to 7:30. 7:30 to 8, I'm kind of checking into my challenge group and my challengers and my wellness group and with my coaches real quick to make sure everybody's doing well, engaging with them. And then I start my full-time job. Right now I work from home. I'm very blessed to work from home for my full-time job, but when I started, I did not. So I worked in the pockets of my day. I still do that. I work in the pockets of where I have free time from being a mom and from being a full-time employee and from being a wife. And some days it might be 2 hours. I can sneak in 30-minute pockets or 15-minute pockets, and sometimes I don't get to it. I don't get to it till nighttime. So I'll work my full-time job from 8 to 12, and then from 12 to 1, my lunch. I'm having my lunch. I'm checking in with my challengers. I'm connecting with other people on social media. I'm responding to emails. I might be on a team call, I might be listening to some training, and then at 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock, I jump back into my full-time job. And sometimes I'll take a break because I have to get up from the computer and stretch and go to the bathroom, and at that time I might be checking in with people, connecting with people, building relationships with people that might want to enjoy me or that were inspired by me. And then from 5 to 5:30, as my kids are doing their homework and my husband's not home yet, again, I'll take that time to check back into my accountability group. I might put up a social media post. 5:30 to 8, I shut everything down and I'm present for my family. We do dinner, we do baseball games, we kind of get the kids to bed. And then from 8, about 8, 8:15, 8:30, I might connect with Tom a little bit and kind of see how his day's going and how things are going. If we don't have much to chat about, then I'll dive back into some work and get some things done, connecting with people, checking with my challengers and my coaches, doing a training if I need to. Talking to people. That's what I do a lot with coaching, is talking to people that are being inspired or that I would like to join me. And then I'm typically in bed by 10, if not 9:30 at the latest. So that's a typical day. If there's bigger projects that I have coming up, like if I'm doing a 5-day group right now, a 5-day free ab challenge, if there's bigger projects that I have to work with or work on, then sometimes I do some on the weekends because I'm still getting up on the weekends early because my body's used to it. And I love and crave that quiet time before my family is up. And I'll get some of that stuff done then. But we have a lot of processes in place to make this job, this side hustle easier. My team, almost all of them work full time. So we have a lot of processes and things in place. Hey, Tracy. So Tracy's one of my coaches. She works full time too. We have a lot of processes in place and systems that make it easier to do this with a full-time job. And there's different ways to do that. So, and I loved what I'm doing, so it doesn't really feel like a lot of work for me. There's some weeks where I am busier with Beachbody than I would like to be, and that's okay because I know that I'm working hard. It is hard work, but it's fulfilling work, and it's thanks, Tracy. You're so sweet. It's very fulfilling work, but it is hard work, guys. I mean, it is a for me, it is like a side job, but I am trying to build this into having more freedom with my family. So I am working hard now so that it will kind of pay off in the long run, and I'll be able to have more freedom to be with my family and more financial freedom to do the things that we want. So it's hard work, but it's fun work, and we're changing lives, and we're changing, I mean, my life has changed completely from the inside out. You'll see some of the transformations from earlier in this group, and people are getting outside transformations. They're losing weight, they're feeling good, they're getting their confidence back, they're rocking their mommy bodies, they're rocking their bodies. And they're having a total inside to outside transformation. And when you impact somebody like that, guys, you will do all the work you need to change more lives. So please post below your biggest takeaways or your questions. I would love, I think Tracy's going to go live maybe a little bit later this weekend or sometime and share a little bit about her story. And she's just one of the beautiful people that have been brought back into my life through coaching. And I'm so grateful for her and all of my team. So thank you guys. Have a great day. I get chatty and get excited and passionate. But again, post your takeaways and your questions. I'll talk to you later. Tomorrow we're going to address kind of frequently asked questions and what you need to do to get started. Thanks.